إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منها رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما ثم ما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
الحمد لله الذي أحيانا بعدما أماتنا وإليه النشور. After all praises, submission and adoration that are due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who in His infinite mercy has returned us back from our sleep after He has taken our life, and to Him we shall all return. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept us as good servant and grant us good ending. May we be among those who be admitted into Jannah without hisab or iqab. Inshallah, today, this morning, in this place, we are to continue with our book Umdat al-Ahkam min Khairi Sayyid al-Anam, written by Al-Sheikh Al-Hafiz Taqiyuddin Abu Muhammad Abdul Ghani Ibn Abdul Wahid Ibn Surur Ibn Ali Ibn Surur Al-Maqdisi Al-Hanbali Madhaban. Today, inshallah al-Karim, we are going to begin a new chapter. We are going to begin from Babul Hayd, chapter that explains on menstruation. Al-Imam Al-Sheikh Fadila Ibn Bassam Hafidhahullah defines Al-Hayd, menstruation. He said Al-Hayd, what the word hayd in Arabic, or according to scholars of Islam, it is damun, it is a blood. Ja'alahu Allah Ta'ala, that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala installed min rahmatihi wa hikmatihi, min rahmatihi from His mercy, wa hikmatihi and His wisdom, fi rahimil mar'a, in the womb of a lady. Now, menstrual period, blood, is coming from where? From the womb of a lady. غذاءً لجنينتها. غذاءً, it serves as a food. لجريرتها, to her newborn baby. When a lady is pregnant, she doesn't menstruate, go? I'm asking those who are married. She doesn't menstruate. Why? Because that blood of menstruation serves as food to the child in her womb. Who among us will tell us what he remembered when he was in the womb of his mother? Huh? Just remember when you're in the womb, what transpired, what happened, how were you? For you to know that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala exists, for you to know that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is the supreme, for you to know that Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has overpowered everybody and everything on earth. Even doctors cannot tell you how you live your life in the womb of your mother. Do you understand it? How do you take this as food? Because Ibn Bassam said, غِذَاءً لِجَنِينَتِهَا. It serves as food to her newborn baby, the baby in her womb. The blood follows through the navel of a child. When you are in the womb, you don't eat through mouth, you eat through your navel. You eat through what? Your navel. That's Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is asking that قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ مِنْ أَيِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقَ مِنْ نُطْفَةٍ خَلَقَهُ فَقَدَّرَ ثُمَّ ماذا؟ ثُمَّ السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ فَأَقْبَرَ ثُمَّ إِذَا شَاءَ أَنشَرَ كَلَّا لَمَّا يَقْضِ مَا أَمَرَ فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ. Ya Subhanallah. Ya Subhanallah. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said, قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ. Man is cursed over his disbelief. قُتِلَ الْإِنسَانُ مَا أَكْفَرَ مِنْ أَيِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقَ. Allah said, from what substance is he created from? Allah want to give what? The analysis. He said, مِنْ نُطْفَةٍ, from a drop of sperm. From a sperm dropped, خَلَقَهُ, he was created, فَقَدَّرَ, and it was destined, his entire affairs in this dunya. So if Allah will take care of you while you are in the womb, why are you looking for somebody who will take care of you again after you have come out from the womb? Why? Allah created you. Left for some parents, they would have wished the child they give birth to not to come out. And that's why you see at times there will be abortion, but still the child will still what? Still the child will still emerge, because Allah destined him to what? To live. She will take drugs countlessly, but still the child will still exist and the child will come. After she gave birth to the child, she will go and throw him somewhere. Still the child will what? Are you not supposed to ask yourself that those child that were thrown, they live? What of you that you are in the front of your parents? Are you not supposed to sit, meditate and ask yourself, if they will survive, what of you, that your father and your mother is still alive? As Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said, مِن نُطْفَةٍ خَلَقَهُ فَقَدَّرَ. From this drop of sperm, Allah creates one and also destines his life. Whatever you see yourself, you are existing on destiny. Ya Subhanallah. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala said what? ثُمَّ مَاذَا? ثُمَّ السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ. Is that? Now? ثُمَّ السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ. Then Allah will ease the way. The scholar said, السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ. Allah will ease the way of his coming out from what? From the womb, through private part. The private part that your hand cannot enter, but a whole soul come out from that private part. That's why whoever is arrogant is because he forgets or does not know Allah. If you know Allah, you know that you are out from private part and you are just mere sperm. Why being arrogant? Why? Had it been after the birth of the child, immediately they will ask the doctors, push the child back through the private part. Will the child go back? Even if you gather the doctors of the whole world, they can't take the child back through that same place he came out from. Immediately after the birth, they'll say all the doctors will come and take the child back to where he comes from. This shows what? It shows that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is most merciful. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala said, ثُمَّ السَّبِيلَ يَسَّرَ ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ. Then Allah will cause his death. ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ فَأَقْبَرَ. Then they will go and bury him. He will be buried. No matter the wealth you have, however you live, they what? They must bury you after your death. Because if they did not bury you, you become a disgust to the society. Look at the Queen of England that just give away. If they say they should gather her property, do you know what is her property? What happened? Did they bury her? Or they leave her? She was buried. Look at the past chief of staff to the president who died. If they tell you his work, you will be surprised. Where is he? He was buried in the sand. And that shows that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is capable. It's not incapable. Allah said, ثُمَّ أَمَاتَهُ. Then Allah will cause his death. فَأَقْبَرَ. And he will be buried. فَإِذَا شَاءَ أَنْشَرَ. When Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala wish for each and everyone to what? To rise. Allah will rise everybody. Despite your position, despite your wealth and whatever you have. The very day Allah caused everybody to rise, everybody must rise. Allah said, Kalla. No. لَمَّا يَقْضِ مَا أَمَرَ. How I wish he has obeyed that he has been ordered. Allah said, do, you do. Allah said, leave, you leave. After all this explanation, Allah now asks, He said, فَلْيَنْظُرْ إِنسَانُ إِلَىٰ طَعَامِهِ. One should sit and observe, where is your food from? That's why Malam says, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, the women are not what? Menstruating, because the blood serves as a food to the child. And they take the food through their navel. La ilaha illallah. Malam said, فَإِذَا وَضَعَتْ. And when she give birth to the child, تَعَوَّلَ إِلَى اللَّبَنِ. That same blood will change to become what? To become milk. لِغِذَاءُ طِفْلِهَا. So that it will serve as food to the child. فَإِذَا كَانَتْ غَيْرَ حَامِلٍ وَلَا مُرْضِعٍ. But if she is not a pregnant woman or a breastfeeding woman, بَزَرَ الزَّائِدْ مِنْهُ فِي أَوْقَاتٍ مَعْلُومَةٍ. بَزَرَ الزَّائِدْ. Then the blood will be coming out فِي أَوْقَاتٍ مَعْلُومَةٍ, at her normal days of what? Of menstruation. Allah said, Malam said, لِهَذَا يَنْدُرُ أَن تُعِيضَ الْحَامِلِ أَوْ الْمُرْضِعِ. لِهَذَا مُنْدِرِ. It is just yundir, it's just few among those who are pregnant and those who are breastfeeding that do what? Bring out the blood of menstruation. That is a wisdom. But 99.9% of women pregnant and also breastfeeding, they don't what? They don't do menstruation. Except few, and those few is for Allah to show you that nothing He cannot do. Tabarakallah. Malam said, وَيَتَعَلَّقُ بِخُرُوجِ أَحْكَامُ فِي الْعِبَادَاتِ وَغَيْرِهَا. And the coming out of the blood is entangled in the rules and regulations which we are going to explain in this chapter, Insha'Allah al-Kareem. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala assist us. So we are going to explain the rules and regulation of what? Of menstrual period. Malam said, Al-Hadith al-Tasi' wal-Thalathun. Hadith number 39. عن عائشة رضي الله عنها أن فاطمة بنت أبي حبيش سألت النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقالت إني إني أستحاض فلا أطهر أفأدع الصلاة؟ قال لا، إن ذلك عرق، ولكن دع الصلاة قدر الأيام التي كنت تحيضين فيها ثم اغتسلي وصلي. وفي رواية وليست بالحيضة، فإذا أقبلت الحيضة فاتركي صلاة، فإذا ذهب قدرها فاغسلي عنك الدم وصلي. رواه البخاري ومسلم. This hadith is reported by Imam al-Bukhari and Muslim. The hadith is from Aisha radiallahu anha. Aisha, she's a normal narrator of ours in the book. We have discussed her separately. And Fatima binti Abi Hubaysh. Fatima, the daughter of Abi Hubaysh. Abi Hubaysh is Abdul Muttalib. Abdul Muttalib is Abu Hubaysh. His real name, his name is Abu Hubaysh Abdul Muttalib ibn Asad ibn Abdul Uzza ibn Qusay. Abdul Mother Abdul Muttalib ibn Asad ibn Abdul Uzza ibn Qusay. Is he related to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Naam. Abdul Muttalib is the Hashim you are hearing. So she is a daughter of his grandfather. That means she's what? What's her position now? The daughter of his grandfather. She's like what? She's his auntie. Aunt ko? You understand? So she's related to Prophet ﷺ because Abdul Muttalib ibn Asad ibn Abdul Uzza ibn Qusay. So she's related to Prophet ﷺ. She was the one that says that Fatima binti Abi Hubaysh sa'alat al-Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam. She asked Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That is sa'alat al-Nabi. She asked Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. فقالت, she said, إني أستحاض فلا أطهر. إني أستحاض. I used to find myself in a flow of blood. That is ustahab. The word ustahab can be used for one who always has flow of blood and can also be used for menstruation. But here it means one has what? Regular flow. Fala athur. I do not remain pure. Should I leave prayer? Should I stop praying for the period of all these times? Qala la. Prophet said no. Inna dhalika irqun. Indeed, this is irq. It is a sickness of coming out of blood from your vein. From where? From vein. That means it's not from where? Now, it is not from our womb. Because the al-hayd is a blood that what? Comes out from the womb. But this, the running or flowing of blood constantly without stopping, it shows that it is what? It is a blood of sickness that comes out from the vein. Irqun. It comes out from the vein. Inna dhalika irqun. Indeed, it comes out from where? From the vein. Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has made unlawful blood. Go. He has made unlawful blood. إنما حرم عليكم الميتة والدم ولحم الخنزير وما أهل به لغير الله فمن اضطر غير باغ ولا عاد فلا إثم عليه. He said, إن ذلك عرق. Indeed, this is what? It is a disease of blood coming out from the vein. Now we should understand. That blood now is divided into how many? 2. There is one that does not what? Stops prayer and ibadah, but is coming out. And there is one that stops prayer and what? And ibadah is also coming out. The one that stops ibadah is coming out from where? From the womb. The one that does not stop ibadah is coming out from the vein. Now you have clue for those who are yet to marry but preparing for. You should know that the women have 2 kinds of what? Of blood of al-hayd. We have damul hayd and we have damul istihada. The blood of menstruation and blood of what? Vein. Damul hayd, it is the blood that what? Is divided, that it is the blood that has a specific time, a particular time. It does not exceed its time. Damul istihada is a blood that has no time. At any time it can come. You understand it? Now, Prophet ﷺ said, "Inna dhalika irqun." That this is a blood of disease, sickness. It comes out from where? From the vein. So that shows that this blood is what? Does not prevent one from praying, but it attracts taking your bath. You understand? Now, Allah prohibits blood, eating of blood. What happens when you are eating the meat, and after opening the meat, in the middle you saw blood? How do you do? Now, but that blood is not what? Is not prohibited. You can lick it. You understand? There is no problem for that. But any blood that comes out from vein is prohibited. The blood Allah prohibits is the blood, after you slaughter. The blood that you slaughter an animal comes out from where? From the vein. So that one is what? Completely prohibited. That's why Prophet ﷺ in an authentic hadith says, "Uhillat lana al-maytatan wad-daman." 2 dead meats has been permissible for us to consume, and also 2 blood are permissible for us to what? To consume. Prophet ﷺ said, "Al-jarad wal-hut." Locust. You know locust go? Jarad. Farah in Hausa. Wal-hut and fish. Even after they have died, you eat them. In fact, some fish mice, you that what? That will kill it by yourself. For it to die before you what? Before you use it. Why don't you slaughter it? Because it is permissible for you to eat it even after death. You understand? Wad-daman, and also blood. At-tihan wal-kabid. At-tihan is called sayfa. Wal-kabid, and kabid is liver. Liver is what? Can you divide, separate liver from blood? No. But it's permissible for you to eat. So that's why when Allah is prohibiting blood, He has made an exception. قُلْ لَا أَجِدُ فِي مَا أُوحِيَ إِلَيَّ مُحَرَّمًا عَلَى طَعَامٍ يَطْعَمُهُ إِلَّا أَنْ يَكُونَ مَيْتَةً أَوْ دَمًا مَسْفُوحًا أَوْ لَحْمَ خِنْزِيرٍ فَإِنَّهُ رِجْسٌ. So Allah, while He was prohibiting blood, He has made an exception. So any blood that comes from meat is permissible. But the blood that is coming out from vein is what? Is not permissible. Because there is what? There is harm in that meat. You get it? So Allah Ta'ala made prohibition. That's why Prophet said, "Inna dhalika irqun." This irqun. The scholar said it is called azil. Azil. It is a pipe. It's coming out from azil. It's a pipe in the womb in the body of a lady. It is shaitan that used to go and cut it so that blood will be flowing to prevent the women from what? From worship. So it's shaitan that will cut the pipe so that blood will be flowing. May Allah prevent us from shaitan. Walakin, Prophet ﷺ, but da'i salata, you should leave prayer قدرت الأيام التي كنت تحيضين فيها. قدرت الأيام, in the minimum of days التي, that كنت تحيضين فيها, you have been what? Observing your menstruation. ثم اغتسلي وصلي, then you take your bath and what? And pray. The scholar said women of menstruation are categorized into three. There is al-mubtadi'ah, there is al-mu'tada, and there is al-mumayyiza. Al-mubtadi'ah, she's the one that just starts, a beginner who just begin her menstruation. And if she finds herself in such situation, what will she do? Then there is mu'tada. Mu'tada is the one who has been menstruating all this while. She has a specific date. Then she now finds herself in what? In a flow of blood. What will she do? You understand? Then there is al-mumayyiza. Al-mumayyiza is the one who can differentiate between menstrual blood and other bloods by some of its features. So let's go to the first one, which is mubtadi'ah. A lady who just started menstruation this year and find herself in that situation, what will she do? Since she don't know the numbers of what? Of her menstruation. Because Prophet ﷺ said, وَلَكِنْ دَعِ الصَّلَاةَ قَدْرَ الْأَيَّامِ الَّتِي كُنْتِ تَحِيضِينَ. Cease, go away from prayer in what? The numbers you used to what? You used to menstruate, and she's just starting now. What will she do? The scholar said what she will do is she has to look at the close relations, her sister, her younger or elder sister, and observe the number of the days they used to do their what? Their menstruation. Then she's going to build on their number. You understand? If one is doing 3 days, one is doing 4, the other one is doing 6, then she will build on what? 6. You get it? So after the 6 days, then she is going to take a bath and pray. You understand? She will not stop from praying. She will pray and do other ibadah. That is for muqtadi'ah. But for mu'tada, she has been doing it. She has been doing it. So now she finds herself in menstrual period up, and the blood continues, the flow continues. That is the situation of this woman now. That is Fatima binti Abi Hubaysh. That's her situation. What will she do? What she will do is she is going to count the number of the days she used to what? She used to observe her menstruation. Then after those days, then she will what? She will take her ritual bath and continue with her prayers, even if the blood is flowing. Even if she is praying while the blood is flowing, she will continue with her prayers. That blood does not what? Does not invalidate or stop one from praying or doing any ibadah. Do you understand it? Then there is al-mumayyiza. Al-mumayyiza, she's the third category. This, what she will do is, she is going to observe the differences between the blood of menstruation and the blood of what? And the blood of sickness. To differentiate what is the what differences, because the blood of menstruation is dark. It's dark. And it is smelly. It has some features. While the other blood is just normal blood, or it could resemble the blood of menstruation, but it is what? It will be smelly. It will not be smelly, sorry. But that one of menstruation, for one who can differentiate, is smelly. So in the first and second category, they cannot differentiate it. They don't know the differences. Their own has no differences. All the features are the same. What will she do? she will count the number of the days. That is for who? For Mu'tada. But for the first one, who is Mubtadi'a, she is going to what? Observe her sisters or her families to know what are their numbers, then she will take the highest from them. Then, but for this one, Mumayyiza, there is no problem. She will observe the futures, the differences, then she is going to know that she is done with what? With menstruation, and this blood is not what? It's not menstrual blood. You understand? Then after that, she is going to take a bath and she will continue praying. وَفِي رِوَايَةٍ, in another riwayah, وَلَيْسَتْ بِالْحَيْضَةِ, it is not menstrual blood. فَإِذَا أَقْبَلَتِ الْحَيْضَةِ, when your menstruation comes, when your menstrual blood comes, فَتُرُكِ الصَّلَاةِ, you should leave prayer. فَإِذَا ذَهَبَ قَدْرُهَا, but when the number of the blood, menstruation blood, goes, when it has complete the numbers, Prophet ﷺ said, فَقْسِلِي عَنْكِ الدَّمْ, you should wash away the blood and take your bath, wasalli, and pray. All the scholars unanimously agreed that whether the blood is for height or is not for height, you are going to take your ritual bath. But they differ in cohabitation. Some of them say yes, you can cohabit with your wife. Some say you cannot. You understand? In nutshell, this one of the hadith that explains the way and manner a woman should treat herself in menstruation. In Quran, Allah said, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْمَحِيضِ قُلْ هُوَ أَذًى فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ وَلَا تَقْرَبُوهُنَّ حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ فَأْتُوهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ. You understand? فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَ فَأْتُوهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ. You understand? Allah said, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْمَحِيضِ, and they are asking you عَنِ الْمَحِيضِ, on the ruling of menstruation. قُلْ هُوَ أَذًى, say to them, menstrual period is harm. Menstrual blood is harm. فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ, go in a distance space from those who are what? Who are observing their menstruations. For you to go far does not mean you will not eat, you will not sit in the same place, you will not play. You are going to do all this, but you will not what? You will not cohabit. In an authentic hadith, Prophet ﷺ said, إِصْنَعُوا كُلَّ شَيْءٍ إِلَّا النِّكَاحِ, do whatever you want to do with your wife, but don't what? Don't cohabit with her. Did you get it? So Allah said you should go away from the women by what? For cohabitation. But you can eat her food, because this verse was revealed because of the Jahiliyyah, the ignorant period. Once a lady is in a menstrual period, they will send her outskirts of the town. She will leave the town, out of the town. You understand? That's what they used to do. They will send her out of the town. But when Islam came, Islam what? Islam abrogates that practice. Islam made that practice to be unlawful. That women who are in menstruation, it does not mean they are what? They are impure. Does not mean you cannot relate to them. You can, but you should what? But you should try and protect yourself from having what? From having sex. Do you get it? But you can play, you can romance, you can kiss, you can do any other thing, but you will not have sex with her. Do you understand it? That's why people say do whatever you want to do, but don't cohabit with her. Did you understand it? Allah said, فَاعْتَزِلُوا النِّسَاءَ فِي الْمَحِيضِ, go away from women while they are in menstrual period. وَلَا تَقْرَبُوهُنَّ, do not come close to them حَتَّى يَطْهُرْنَ, until they are pure. الطُّهْرُ هُنَا, it means حَتَّى يَنْقَطِعُ الدَّمُ, until the blood has what? Has stopped from coming out. That's the first part. Do not come close to them, don't cohabit with them until the blood has what? Has stopped. If the blood stopped, then she should what? She should take a bath. That's the second step. That's why I said, فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَا, But if she takes a bath, فَأْتُوهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ, you should come to them, cohabit with them through where Allah has made lawful for you. Here, some scholars are saying, if a lady is in her menstrual period, after the blood has stopped, it is permissible for you to cohabit with her, even if she has not taken her bath. Why? Because Allah said, وَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَا, if the blood has stopped, then that means you can what? You can do what you want to do. While other scholars said no, you can only have the right to cohabit with her after she has taken her what? After she has taken her ritual bath. Why? Because they say Allah said, فَإِذَا تَطَهَّرْنَا فَاتُوهُنَّ مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ. But if they purify themselves, if they remain pure, if they take their bath, then Allah said, فَاتُوهُنَّ, you should come and cohabit with them, مِنْ حَيْثُ أَمَرَكُمُ اللَّهُ, through where Allah ordained you to do that, to do so. Do you get it now? So that means you can only cohabit with your wife after she has taken her ritual bath, according to those scholars. While according to some scholars, you can cohabit with her even if she has not taken her what? Her ritual bath. She can just wash the blood off, then you do what you want to do before taking of her what? Her ritual bath. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam wa ajal. I think we have come to the end of the hadith, because we stopped where Prophet saying, فَإِذَا ذَهَبَ قَدْرُهَا, when the normal numbers of the days you are menstruating goes, when it has stopped, فَقْسِلِ عَنْكِ الدَّمْ, you should what? Wash the blood, وَصَلِّ, and you should pray. So it is only prayer she cannot do until she has what? She has washed the blood. But aside from prayer, other things, some scholars say she can do them even before taking the ritual bath. Wallahu ta'ala a'la wa a'lam wa ajal. We have come to the end of the first hadith, and it looks like there is no time. But let's read the second hadith because there is no much explanation. Al-Hadith al-Arba'un, Hadith 41. Al-Hadith al-Arba'un, Hadith 40. An Aisha radiyallahu anha, anna Ummu Abiba istahadat 7 sinin. فسألت رسول الله عن ذلك فأمرها أن تغتسل فكانت تغتسل لكل صلاة. From Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, she said, Habiba came to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, is to Aidat, she was in blood flow 7 sinin, for 7 years. For how many years? 7 years. Now this one, if you say she should not pray and do other ibadas, how do you see her ibadah? She did the blood flow for 7 good years. Habiba. Fasalat Rasulullah. She now asked Prophet Muhammad, the Messenger of Allah, and dhalika, on that, فَأَمَرَهَا أَن تَغْتَسِلْ. Prophet now asked her, go and take your ritual bath, then you pray. فَكَانَتْ Habiba used to تَغْتَسِلُ. She used to take a bath لِكُلِّ صَلَاةٍ, for all prayers. For what? For all prayers. That whenever she wants to pray, she'll what? She'll take her bath. That this one is on her own analogical, it is her own analogy. But it's not proven that says she should be taking the bath. But she's taking the bath. Scholars said, the wisdom behind taking the bath is it makes you to look stronger when you take bath. You understand? When you take your bath before praying, it makes you to look stronger. So for that, if you can, you should try and be taking your bath for each prayer. If you cannot, every day you should try and be taking your bath before praying. That's what the advice of the scholars. Do you know the wisdom behind this menstrual period? It is to cope and to protect women from sickness, because they are what? They are prone to sickness. But with that menstrual blood, their sickness is what? It's limitless. That's why the sickness that can kill a man in 1 year, a woman will use the sickness for 10 years, it will not affect her. Why? Because of the flow of the blood, the coming out of because of menstruation. Are you not surprised? One woman will give more than 10 to 15 people. What's it called? HIV. They will die and she will still live. Still transmitting the HIV to those who Allah want to punish for fornication. Abi? One of our sheikh, he said, do you know the meaning of AIDS? That is, the students say no. He said AIDS means Allah's inevitable destruction of the sinners. May Allah reward him and base him upon the sunnah. You understand? So Allah want to punish those who Allah want to punish. You see a woman taking disease, HIV in her blood, bed body. She will spray it to more than 15 people. Some of them have died, she's still alive. Why? Because of the wisdom of our what? Of our menstruation. So the sickness that will affect you, hit you once, them, they are what? They used to take it out through the blood of menstruation. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us. May Allah preserve our scholars upon good. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us our shortcomings. Whatever I see that is right, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me, grant us the reward. Wherever I err is from myself and shaitan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive me and forgive each and every one of us. وبهذا الكفاية سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.